Lake Oconee Academy is located in the rural town of Greensboro, Georgia. There are approximately 3,000 people in the town and 15,000 in the county. Greensboro is located 1 hour east of Atlanta off of I-20. Lake Oconee Academy, also called LOA, is a charter public school currently serving students in grades pre-K through the 8th grade. There are 415 students in the school. The school serves predominantly Caucasian students with 88% Caucasian, 11% African American, and 1% other. Lake Oconee Academy upholds the belief that all students should be held to high expectations. Most of the students are working above grade level in all subjects. The elementary school is the highest performing charter public school in the state and third highest performing school when compared with all other public elementary schools in Georgia. Parents are expected to be involved in the education of their children, supporting both their children and the teachers and administration at LOA. Lake Oconee Academy is an amazing school. All of the teachers and students take pride in being given the opportunity to work and attend this highly successful school.
Hey, my name is Melissa Snell, and I'm the Technology Director here at Lake Oconee Academy. This is my 4th year at LOA and my 10th year teaching. In the past, I've taught 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade at private and public schools. I'm currently finishing my Instructional Technology Masters Program at Kennesaw State University. I'll graduate in May of 2014. My capstone revolves around the implementation of EasyTech, a technology program by Learning.com. Today, I'm going to walk you through the implementation of this capstone step by step. Let's get started.
EasyTech Implementation by Melissa Snell. This is my capstone project presentation. Expecting technology to be the answer is putting the cart before the horse. Technology by itself will not get us where we want to go. It must be driven by teachers and students using technology as a tool to perform at a higher level. And that quote is by Creighton. The technology vision that I have for our school in the future is a full-scale integration of technology. In order to get there, students and teachers often need some technology lessons first that focus on different technology skills and methods. Just having the latest technology at a school will not get the job done. Teachers and students must be taught how to use the technology available to their fullest potential. My problem: how can Lake Oconee Academy use the EasyTech technology program effectively to increase student and teacher technology skills and achievement? LOA received a $500,000 grant for a virtual desktop and 400 student workstations. In addition to this, the school purchased the entire EasyTech curriculum from Learning.com. This program includes keyboard practice, 21st century skills assessments for 5th and 8th graders, Wayfind teacher technology assessments, and lessons on digital citizenship, Web 2.0 tools, and Microsoft programs. My capstone project revolved around implementing this program within our school. My capstone project plan. First of all, there are several segments to it. We have the Teacher Wayfind Assessment. This is a technology skill assessment, a pre and post test for the teachers. We also have a 21st century skill assessment for 3rd through 8th grade. I plan to give 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade the 5th grade assessment and give 6th, 7th, and 8th graders the 8th grade assessment. They're both pre and post test here. I have technology surveys to the teachers to determine their needs and wants in the area of technology. This would help drive future training and professional development. I would use the survey along with the Common Core and Georgia performance standards to meet with each grade level and create technology goals for each grade level. I also would implement staff professional development to whole group, small group, and individual settings throughout the year. Training topics would be driven by information gained through surveys, observations, and discussions. I would create screencast tutorials and online handouts which would be stored on our virtual desktop, and staff could access from anywhere at any time. Student and staff surveys were created to be given quarterly to assess the current usage of the program, as well as drive and change any adaptations that would be needed. Evaluation plan. Throughout the project, there would be multiple opportunities for ongoing formative and summative assessments. The teachers, as well as students in grade 3 through 8, will be given a pre and post technology test. Classroom observations will occur monthly. Teacher lesson plans will be reviewed bi-monthly, and EasyTech usage reports will be reviewed weekly. Evaluation examples. Well, I'll go to my Google document and review them right here. We can click here. This will take us to Google. And here on my Google Doc, I've created some examples. This shows what the Wayfind teacher assessment looks like, and this is just kind of gives you a little bit of an example of what the Wayfind teacher assessment would look like. And then down here we have a student assessment, and there's an elementary one, and then there's also one for 8th graders. And then right here I have my survey that I created for the teachers. Click on it here, hopefully this will get it. So this is the beginning of the teacher technology survey, just pretty simple, give me information that I needed to know. I'll definitely use this again in the future. And then I also had a student survey that I created for students in grade K through 3, so this would be your lower elementary. Pretty easy, and obviously the younger ones would need to have it read to them. And then down at the end here, I had a survey which would be for 4th through 8th grades, and that one's a little bit more in depth and has a little more information on it. So those are my assessment samples.
Description of the Capstone experience and results. After several meetings, webinars, and discussions, LOA decided to buy the entire Easy Tech program. The PO went through in July of 2013, and the IT staff imported the students and staff into the program. On August 1st, 2013, Tangela Jordan from Learning.com came to LOA to hold professional development sessions with the entire teaching staff. I created a survey for participants to complete at the end of this training. The results from this survey confirmed my suspicions that many of the teachers enjoyed the training but were not sure how they would have time to use this program in their classrooms due to lack of time and resources. This problem I addressed in future trainings and meetings. Teachers could sign up for times to bring their students to the Media Center so all of their students would be on computers. I also implemented a BYOD policy for 4th through 8th grades to help with this issue. The next step in this process was the Wayfind Teacher Technology Assessment. The teachers were not happy about taking this assessment, and it took much longer for me to get 100% participation than I had anticipated. Many of the teachers felt that the test was very open-ended and not very straightforward. The test is also not specific to Microsoft programs, which is what we use at LOA. This is a description of Capstone experience and results. Again, this is the results of the assessment for the teachers. The average of the teacher scores for this test was 347. This is considered a proficient on a scale of below basic, which is 100 to 200, basic, which is 200 to 300, proficient, which is 300 to 400, and advanced 400 to 500. 18% of the teachers were considered at the advanced level, 64 proficient, and 18 at the basic. Because of the frustration that the teachers exhibited with this test, I have not asked them to do the post-test at the time of this presentation. I have been pulled in many directions this school year and realized that I have not worked with the staff as much as I intended to. Because of this, I highly doubt that the post-test will show major changes when I do give them, but this will be an area that I will focus on next year. 21st century assessment results. This graph shows the results. The initial plan was for students in grades 3 through 8 to take the 21st century skills assessment. Grades 3, 4, and 5 would take the elementary assessment meant for the 5th grade, and 6, 7, and 8 would take the middle school assessment meant for the 8th graders. While I knew the assessments were really aimed at 5th and 8th grades, I figured I could still look for growth between the pre- and post-tests for each grade level. When I brought the 4th grade to the Media Center to take the assessment, I realized there was no way I could give the same assessment to the 3rd graders. The 4th graders really struggled with the assessment and were bewildered through most of it. I made a quick decision to only use it for grades 4 through 8 for this project. In order to complete this capstone, the post-tests were done in January 2014. This fact should be considered when comparing growth results. Most school systems that use a 21st century skills assessment administer the post-test in late April or May. You can see the proficiency scale at the bottom that the program uses. 4th grade began in the basic level and almost made it to the proficient level. The 5th grade began at proficient and stayed at this level. 6th grade began at the basic and stayed there. The 7th grade began at proficient and stayed there. The 8th graders began at the basic level and then ended at the proficient level. On the first chart here, you can see the number of students in each grade. The number remained the same for pre- and post-tests. On the second table, you can see the growth by grade level, which to me is more important because many grade levels were taking a test that was not created for their actual grade level. The 8th grade is the only class that I taught technology to bi-weekly, and they had the most growth. The 4th grade had the next best growth. These students did not have any actual technology classes, but both teachers are excellent at integrating technology within their own classrooms. The 6th and 7th grade classes did have technology with other teachers that used the Easy Tech curriculum. It seems that this curriculum matched with the teaching styles of the particular teachers that taught those classes did not result in the appropriate amount of student growth. This is an item that will be addressed for the following school year.
LOA also purchased extra seats for the technology assessments, so the 6th and 7th grade technology teachers may give this assessment again in May, which is when it was intended to be given, to see if there has been any additional growth. Reflecting on the Capstone project. Lake Oconee Academy will not buy the Wayfind teacher assessment for the following year. I believe that I can create assessments and surveys that will give me a realistic picture of what each teacher at our school needs to continue their own technology growth. The school will not be purchasing the 21st Century Skills Assessment either. The GADOE has taken away their funding for the 8th grade assessment, and I would be highly surprised if this assessment is a component of CCRPI next year. I plan to create my own assessments and surveys as well as use free assessments found online. The technology team will meet at the end of the year to decide whether or not portions of the Easy Tech curriculum will be purchased for the following year. We found the curriculum for 6th to 8th graders to be very childish and not appropriate. All students found that the programs would not acknowledge when you click something correctly, and it would often mark a question wrong when the students really did everything correctly. Because our school is a Microsoft-based school, we would like the programs to be specific to Microsoft, not generic like the Easy Tech lessons. There is a possibility that we might buy seats for younger children at our school, and this will be decided in May. The typing program was beneficial, but it did not include enough content. Teachers complained that it was very difficult to get all students to type daily when they only had 6 computers in their classroom. To assist with this, Lake Oconee Academy has implemented a BYOD policy for grades 4 through 8, and this will move into 2nd and 3rd grade for the following school year. This, combined with a different typing program, should assist our students in mastery of keyboarding skills. The digital citizenship lessons in the Easy Tech curriculum were helpful, and we've had very few issues with this during the school year. And in addition to what we found in the Easy Tech program, I also used many lessons from the Common Sense Media. This is an amazing free resource. I've met with teachers this year, and we've decided on technology goals for each grade level based on Common Core and Georgia Performance Standards, as well as other items we felt were important in creating 21st century learners. I created a wiki with all of this information. This is a work in progress, and we will continue to add and change this as needed. In my current role as Technology Director at LOA, I must be willing to learn beside my colleagues and the students we teach. In order to effectively model and facilitate technology-enhanced learning experiences, I will need to be a lifelong learner, using the skills I have learned in past classes and webinars, as well as seeking to learn and collaborate with others around the world. Reflecting on the past and using these field experiences to plan for the future is an essential part of building a shared vision for the effective use of technology at Lake Oconee Academy. The world is changing quickly, and the staff at LOA is working hard to prepare all of our students for the global world that awaits them. If we desire for our students to be successful in the future society, then we must unite and work together to integrate technology into all classrooms in ways that ensure the success of all students. The following are videos of 8th grade students commenting on the Easy Tech curriculum. They completed most of the lessons created for 6th through 8th graders as well as the keyboarding lessons. For the video reflections, the students were asked to state one strength of the Easy Tech program and one weakness.
I think a strength of the Easy Tech curriculum was the keyboarding classes, and a weakness was the curriculum moved a little too slow for my liking.
A strength of the Easy Tech curriculum is that it definitely does stick to topic and teaches you what it's supposed to teach you. But a weakness is that it does glitch out, it doesn't save your grades correctly sometimes, has a lot of extra fluff, and flat out doesn't work sometimes.
A strength of the Easy Tech curriculum was the easy step-by-step learning, and a weakness was the childish manner in which it taught you.
I would say the strength of the Easy Tech curriculum is probably it helps you focus a little bit better. But then a weakness is that it's on the internet.
The strength of the Easy Tech curriculum was it taught internet safety, and a weakness was it was too long and it didn't go straight to the point.